So today is about overcoming anything. Now, when I say overcoming anything, I say that because everybody's got their own struggles. But for me today I'm overcoming sleeping in, staying up too late, overeating last night, and having a pretty bad start to the week. So this is what happened. Sunday was feeling super inspired, and Sunday's yesterday. Yesterday I was feeling super inspired, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I have all these ideas, and like God is feeding me all these ideas and this inspiration, and church was great, and I'm like ready to tackle this next month and just go all out for the glory of God, and I'm like excited. But then that excitement turned into my brain not being shut off. And so I stayed up till like 2:30 in the morning. Around 1 in the morning, I overate, and I overate on like bad things like chips and these cookies that I bought and milk. And then I was still hungry, so then I like tried a little bit of this protein powder that I bought, and I mixed it with milk. Wasn't very good, so I threw it away. That is what I'm like overcoming today, because I didn't wake up in time. And the church that I just started going to, called Church of the Highlands, is starting a daily prayer thing for the next 21 days. And it goes at 6 a.m. And so I needed to wake up at 5 a.m. And I wasn't able to do that because I went to bed at like 2:30. So that is all what I'm overcoming today, because I don't feel too good about that. But work is going to be done, and I'm not going to let it ruin today or the rest of this week. But now it is time for a very exciting update. The big update is that I'm finally in Birmingham. Super excited to be here, and I've been here for about like 2 weeks now. I filmed a vlog for the first week and I was here because I took a trip to Atlanta, but I've been asked by some people to wait to release it, which I'm cool with that, till after the music video. I went to Atlanta to go to the Concrete Block Party music video shoot, and so I got clips from that and it's in the vlog, and so I've just been asked to wait till after the music video's out, which I'm totally fine with. So I'm gonna put that out at some point, but that is the reason why I've waited a little bit to make a video. Next update, I'm here by myself. The past 2 weeks, I've been by myself. I took a trip back to Indiana for 1 to 2 days to talk to my family about some stuff. But other than that, I've been alone, like from people that I know, if that makes sense. Like everybody I've seen, other than being in Indiana, is people that I've just met. So that has been a wild experience because I've lived in the same place my entire life, and so I've always known somebody that was in the room, if that makes sense. Let me break down the plan to you guys. So for the next 3 months of August, September, October, today is August 4th. For the next 3 months, I'm not working a 9-to-5 job, a like normal job. I think I've talked about this before, but just want to break down the plan while now that I'm in Birmingham. My goal with these 3 months is to, 1, figure out music, social media, different things like that to make revenue, praying to God that it's music, or 2, line up my investments to where I can go for another 3 months. And I'm just gonna put it all on the table and show you guys exactly what that looks like. I've set aside around $5,000 for the next 3 months as my overhead. It's not an exact number. It's probably over, we're talking like 5,000 to 1,500 bucks, somewhere around that I've set aside for my overhead for these 3 months. If I can make my money back in these 3 months through either the accumulation of music and investments, or just investments, or just music, then I can go for another 3 months and I'll have to work a regular job. To all the financial people out there, I know that this is a very short-term plan, and that if I were to put a lot of my money aside into something that was more long-term, that would make sense in most cases. But in my case, I plan to have a lot more money in the future than I do right now. So for me to recoup this $5,000 and go for another 3 months is a bigger investment and a bigger thing for me to focus on, while I'm trying to focus on these other things that create more long-term goals, than it would be to be like, I'm gonna set up my investments for when I'm 80. You see what I'm saying? And so that's my plan. Celeste gets here Friday and today's Monday. So for counting today, got 5 days that I'm alone until Celeste gets here. And so I'm gonna be making videos, I'm gonna be making music, I'm gonna take y'all along for the ride for the next 5 days by myself. And then Celeste will get here and it'll turn into a whole other type of video, because then it'll be me and Celeste, and it'll add completely different things to the days. I digress though, because we're not there yet. So today, it's just a simple goal of get things done and do them well. I did want to share with you guys something that I read in my Bible the other day that really hit with me. It's in Luke. It's the parable of the 10 minas. I don't know if I'm saying that word correctly, but in my white person English, I read minas. As they heard these things, he proceeded to tell the parable because he was near to Jerusalem, and because they supposed that the kingdom of God was to appear immediately, he said, therefore, and then this is the parable. A nobleman went into a far country to receive for himself a kingdom and then return. Calling 10 of his servants, he gave them 10 minas, and said to them, engage in business until I come. But his citizens hated him and sent a delegation after him, saying, we do not want this man to reign over us. When he returned, having received the kingdom, he ordered these servants to whom he had given the money to be called to him, that he might know what they had gained by doing business. The first came before him, saying, Lord, your mina has made 10 minas more. And he said to him, well done, good servant, because you have been faithful in a very little, you shall have authority over 10 cities. And the second came, saying, Lord, your mina has made 5 minas. And he said to him, and you are to be over 5 cities. Then another came, saying, Lord, here's your mina, which I kept laid away in a handkerchief. For I was afraid of you, because you are a severe man. You take what you did not deposit and reap what you did not sow. He said to him, I will condemn you with your own words, you wicked servants. You knew that I was a severe man, taking what I did not deposit and reaping what I did not sow. Why then did you not put my money in the bank at my coming? I might have collected it with interest. And he said to those who stood by, take the mina from him and give it to the one who has the 10 minas. And they said to him, Lord, he has 10 minas. I tell you that everyone who has more will be given, but from the one who has not, even what he has will be taken away. But as for these enemies of mine, who did not want me to reign over them, bring them here and slaughter them before me. This just shows me how important hard work is, and how work glorifies God. And how important it is to not live in fear of losing things or being greedy, but it is important to be smart and be a good steward of money, of friendships, of all these things, because what you take and make good fruits out of God will see and multiply those fruits. So in short, I feel like there's 3 takeaways. Don't live in fear, work hard, and don't be lazy. While I was working on my, I don't even want to mention it because I'm still in the middle of it, but I've been working on stuff, and while I've been working, I ordered some food because Uber Eats has a really great deal today, and so I got a really good price on this food. Now, I found maybe a better chicken spot or chicken wing spot than Wingstop, which I absolutely love Wingstop, so this is like a big deal. I ate this the other day. They're called exotic wings. First, I want to show you guys. Fried Oreos. This is, wow, look at that. So, they were so fire, I had to get them again. And then, the ranch is pretty solid. I will say Wingstop has better ranch. I will say that. Wingstop still takes the cake for ranch anyway. But then, look at this. Cheese ranch Cajun fries. And then lemon pepper wings and hot honey wings. Now, the only reason why I say this might be better than Wingstop is because they have better sides. You can't get fried Oreos at Wingstop, and you can't get cheese ranch Cajun fries at Wingstop either. I would say the wings are on par for both places, but like, oh my gosh, these sides are crazy. I'm gonna eat this, I'm gonna watch some YouTube, and then I'll catch up with you guys afterwards. Since the last time I picked up the camera, I have been working in my notebook, and I made a version of the Lord's Prayer that's a little bit more intimate for me. I think God has a vision for me for music, and I'm really trying to follow it. And I think it could be something big, but you know, Lord willing, following Him the best I can, and trying to receive what He's trying to tell me the best I can, and follow in the steps that He'd want me to. So we'll see what happens. But other than that, I've been editing this video actually, and I ate, of course. That food was so good. Exotic wings is really good. But it's 4:30 p.m. now, so I have another package. Oh, I got the mail as well too. But we have another package. Me and Celeste don't know what it is, so I think I'm gonna go walk over there. Actually, maybe bike over there and check it out. What in the world? It's from Church of the Highlands. That's sick. What does the Church of the Highlands have for us? Oh, whoa. It's a letter and a book that the founding pastor actually wrote. That's sick. Well, I'll definitely have to read this.